Hello, and welcome to Youth on Their Own's virtual fall event for 2021. My name is Rochelle Alalde, and I'm so excited for you to join us as we walk you through the day in the life of a YOTO student. As a 2018 YOTO graduate of Tucson High, I can tell you that the YOTO program was so helpful to me when I was in school. But all of YOTO's programs and services are only possible because of amazing folks like you. I encourage you to make a donation online at yoto.org, either during this event or afterward, and help YOTO meet their goals so that they can continue to help young people in our community.
Hi, my name is Sean Denlinger, and I'm very proud to be board president of Youth on Their Own. I first became involved with Youth on Their Own 5 years ago when I met a marketing representative at a networking event. They told me a little bit about Youth on Their Own and their mission, and I loved it, and I very much wanted to support it. So I asked, how can I support Youth on Their Own myself? And they gave me about 3 options, and one of them was to be on the board. So I joined the board. 5 years later, I'm the board president, and that's how I became involved with Youth on Their Own. YOTO is really important to me and to so many young people in our community. I imagine it's really important to you also. YOTO makes a huge difference in our students' lives, and we couldn't do this without the generous support of our YOTO family, and that's you. That's why I'm excited to announce that we have an amazing opportunity to double our support for Youth on Their Own. Several generous donors have chipped in to provide a $13,000 match. So that means anything that you donate, your impact will be doubled. Also, because your donation to Youth on Their Own qualifies for the Arizona Charitable Tax Credit, if you pay Arizona state taxes, you can support YOTO Youth at no cost to you. As this last year has shown us, if we can stick together and help each other out, we can make it through difficult times. Today, I'm asking you to help YOTO Youth overcome obstacles, not just during COVID, but every day. Please make your gift today and help us show YOTO Youth that we've got their backs and believe in their potential. Thank you all so much for what you do.
Hi, my name is Daniela Figueroa, and I'm YOTO's Program Director. We know that so many of you want to know a bit more about how YOTO students enroll and take advantage of our program. Throughout today's video, we're going to take you through the steps a young person takes when they're part of the YOTO program. We'd like to start with a question we're asked quite often. Who are YOTO youth? You might be surprised to learn how different a young person's experience of homelessness can be compared to your perception of homelessness in the community.
Hello. So, who is a YOTO student and what are their characteristics? Youth homelessness is a larger problem than you might realize. An estimated 1 in 30 teens between the ages of 13 and 17 and 1 in 10 young adults between the ages of 18 and 25 experience some form of homelessness over the course of a single year. The reasons a youth might experience homelessness vary, but common reasons we hear at YOTO include parent abandonment, neglect, or abuse, sometimes due to substance abuse or mental health issues, deportation, incarceration, or death of a caregiver, or even a parent rejection of a young person's sexual orientation, romantic relationship, or life choices. All YOTO youth find themselves on their own through no fault of their own. Where do YOTO youth live? The picture of youth homelessness may be a little different from what you've expected. Most youth do not sleep on the street or in shelters, but instead find themselves moving from place to place. Sometimes youth are simply couch surfing, sleeping with friends one night, perhaps an aunt the next. Sometimes they are able to stay somewhere for a few months, but are expected to contribute to the household rent or expenses in exchange for their stay. Other YOTO youth have started adulthood early, renting apartments with friends or romantic partners. Many YOTO youth, in fact, are responsible not only for themselves, but those around them. Quite a few YOTO youth are teen parents, taking care of their children. Others find themselves caring for younger siblings or relatives. And of course, there are still a percentage of youth who are experiencing immediate homelessness, sleeping in their cars, shelters, or even outside. Whatever the reason, it is important to remember a young person on their own is usually not facing the same situation as a traditionally homeless adult. You might not even know they're experiencing homelessness.
My name is Alfred Swen. I graduated from Arizona College Prep Academy in 2019, and I joined YOTO in 2016. The challenges that I had while being on my own was I registered for school, but because I didn't have much of my documents, it was impossible. But then I found out that an organization called Youth on Their Own helped clarify that students who are on their own should be able to go to school without any problems. And with them, I was able to register for school, and then I also became a part of the program. Oftentimes I felt alone, and then whenever I felt alone, I kind of like hid away and put myself in like a dark hole. But you know, being able to have that help and support from Youth on Their Own definitely helped. For other students in my situation, I would just help you guys understand that you guys are not alone, and there's definitely organizations out there like Youth on Their Own that are willing to help you, and you just have to be willing to work hard for it, and that's something that I feel like we are all capable of doing. And if you keep your mind right and you stay positive, I know during this tough times, like especially with COVID, it's really hard to stay positive, but you know, it's a good thing to do, and it'll get you to the end goal that you want to. And especially if you want to succeed, you can always ask YOTO for help, and they'll provide you with the help you need.
How does a student get connected to YOTO?
As you can see, the problems faced by YOTO youth are different from those faced by homeless adults. In many cases, a young person might be hiding the fact that they're experiencing homelessness. So how do YOTO youth connect to the YOTO program? Luckily, YOTO has a presence in most middle and high schools in Pima County. At each school, there's a dedicated YOTO liaison who helps youth connect with our program.
As you can imagine, being a young person on their own makes it incredibly hard to graduate from high school. Students experiencing homelessness are 87% more likely to drop out than their house peers. And the cycle only perpetuates itself. Without a high school diploma, youth are 4.5 times more likely to experience homelessness as young adults later in life. To reach youth who need our assistance, YOTO works through local Pima County schools. We have programs in both middle and high schools, public schools, charter schools, and private schools. At each school, YOTO has a liaison. While liaisons volunteer to administer YOTO's program, they are employees at their schools, usually social workers or counselors who are most likely to interact with youth in need of YOTO support. Liaisons are critical to identifying students and helping them access the services YOTO offers. In addition, students talk to each other. Many current or former YOTO students tell friends in similar situations about YOTO and the services we have to help them graduate.
My name is Cassandra Rodriguez. I am the YOTO liaison at Santa Rita High School. What I do for Youth on Their Own students is usually they hear about the program from their teachers or anyone else on campus, or they may have heard from their friends. They come into the counseling area, and they usually come in to see me, tell me what's going on with them, and I will tell them yes or no, do they qualify, or do at least I think that they qualify, and then we'll go from there. I do help them with the application. I do occasionally get some students that just apply on their own, and then I find out that they've applied afterwards. But the next step is usually reaching out to my YOTO contact, and either he or she will help me kind of get started with things and get the student enrolled and make sure that they have their picture ID and they're ordering stuff online. Things have changed a little over the past few years, but that's usually the beginning part of how they get started in the YOTO program. I've been a representative now, the liaison, for about 2 years, almost 2 years. And I think it's just really incredible to be able to see the impact that it does make on students. I know, for everything from the stipend to the bill assistance to help with FAFSA, help applying for medical health insurance. Not only does it help the students, it really does help the schools. Schools are overwhelmed a lot of the times, and so just being able to have another person or another organization or another group that's also providing help to students in need, it's really incredible, and it makes my job, it lessens the burden a little bit more. But I love it. It really does give students hope.
How does a student sign up for YOTO program?
One of the most important lessons we learned during COVID was how important online access is for all youth, particularly those who are housing insecure and move frequently. Luckily, before the pandemic, YOTO began investing in an online system, our YOTO student portal, to enroll, orient, and serve students remotely. While it's impossible to overestimate the importance of being physically present in schools, YOTO Student Portal has made it so much easier for us to enroll youth and reach them on their terms.
Thanks to the YOTO Student Portal, YOTO's application process is completely online. Students can receive support from their liaisons, friends, or YOTO staff, but all applications go through the portal. This also helps YOTO get data about who is applying for our program and the needs faced by our community. YOTO staff members review all applications that come through the portal to determine if a young person is eligible for our program. What support does a young person receive when they enroll?
Pretty much all services can be accessed from YOTO Students Portal, including our most well-known support, the financial support, or stipend, that students receive for attending school. While in the past, students have had to turn in their paper forms signed by all teachers, a somewhat cumbersome process, now the entire stipend process is done online.
The part of the YOTO program most mentioned by students is our academic stipend program. Students who are attending school are able to receive a monthly stipend. They use the online student portal through which they enroll to submit their attendance each month, qualifying them for their stipend. YOTO also offers extra financial assistance at specific times in the year and to students who need extra help. For example, when funding is available, YOTO provides additional support for the holidays and before summer begins. In addition, parenting youth and young people at the highest risk of becoming homeless again receive extra monthly support. We also know how important it is that students feel seen and supported by our community. That's why in each monthly check the students receive, we include at least one inspirational note written by folks in the community. If you're looking for a way to get involved, we encourage you to sign up to write notes for our students. With all the challenges they face, they need to know they've got people in their corners cheering them on.
The stipend forms has also really helped as well, because with the stipend forms, it definitely motivated me to keep on track with my grades, my attendance, going to school on time, and then staying on top of like my extracurricular activities, such as like volleyball. I didn't even really use the money towards like for myself. I used the money towards my family. It, like helping them in small ways or just making sure that I had food for volleyball, for school. That definitely did help me, because having that money on hand and stuff like that, I was able to like buy food after school and not have to worry about like paying real bills yet.
The YOTO Mini Mall.
Many YOTO family members are aware of our mini mall, the place where students can come get free food, hygiene products, and school supplies and more. But did you know that YOTO youth can also request mini mall deliveries to their schools?
The second thing YOTO focuses on providing students is free access to all basic needs items, everything their parents would have provided for them. At YOTO's on-site mini mall, YOTO youth can come and shop for free. We have food, hygiene products, household goods, school supplies, and more available at all times. Most of the items we have are donated by local community members who hold collection drives for YOTO. If we need something that hasn't been donated, we buy it ourselves. The online student portal YOTO Youth used to enroll and submit their stipend form is also used as a sort of YOTO Amazon. Students simply select the items they want, and volunteer and YOTO staff pack this together into bags. These bags are delivered by our volunteers to schools each week, along with student stipend checks and anything else we need to give them. Liaisons receive these items and serve as the distribution point at their schools for the YOTO students enrolled there.
The mini mall was a great experience since the first day that I started. It offered me food while I had no money. I was able to get hygiene products that I wasn't able to afford.
The mini mall has done a lot, not only because they have hygiene things. It helps me a lot when I don't have enough money or can't get to stores. As well, YOTO staff takes it to my school.
It's just some place that pretty much we all need.
Guidance and support.
While meeting basic needs and providing a financial incentive to stay in school are incredibly important to the success of YOTO's program, we also want to make sure that we're providing YOTO youth with the guidance, motivation, and support they need to succeed. We've all experienced unforeseen challenges in our lives. YOTO staff and partners work together with YOTO youth to make sure that they have the support they need to overcome those challenges and stay on track to graduate.
Finally, YOTO provides students with the guidance and support they need. For example, most of us find healthcare confusing, and we're adults. Imagine being in high school and needing to figure out how to get to the doctor. YOTO staff helps students access services in the community like healthcare. We also have relationships with other nonprofits and businesses in town that can get youth the help they need. For example, YOTO partners with El Rio Health to provide students with telehealth services. YOTO also helps students file for paperwork they will need but may not have access to, like birth certificates or state IDs. We can get students glasses and eye exams and appointments at a dentist. Whatever obstacle YOTO youth are facing, we are here to help them overcome it. For example, what did you do the last time your car broke down or the last time you got sick and needed an expensive prescription? Most of us have savings to deal with such events, but most YOTO youth do not. One adverse event like a rent check unpaid, a case of strep throat, can derail a young person's plans to stay in school. To support YOTO students, YOTO staff is available to help with not only understanding a bill, but paying it. From rent checks to car payments to utilities, YOTO can help youth stay afloat by paying for a one-time expense that could have otherwise been extremely hard for a young person to overcome.
Bill assistance has definitely helped with just me kind of paying my part of the rent. Even though I couldn't really make that money up on my own, I was able to use bill assistance and kind of just help my sister out, because even though she's not my parent, she's definitely someone who stayed behind for me and with me. So YOTO has helped me stay motivated. It was definitely something to work for, and it really helped my sister in the end. So bill assistance, even though I used it either for rent or utilities or just like helping, you know, with like phone bill. So that money was really helpful.
With the bill assistance that YOTO provides, I was able to request for help with my phone bills and then also for rent. And that's a big thing for me because I, struggle to work a lot of hours because I'm also doing school. And so I'm not able to make ends meet. And so when I'm not able to, I can ask for help, and YOTO is ready to help me with the bills that I need. Being able to have a program coordinator through YOTO really established a relationship with me and another person, which made me feel comfortable with, when I needed to apply for school and scholarships like that, and I felt like I was lost. I was able to ask for my program coordinator to come into my school and actually help me with applications and things like that.
Every time you would receive something from YOTO, there was a message that came from all the volunteers saying that you got this. The environment felt awesome. I loved it. Everyone would be like, "Good morning, how are you?" And I'll answer back. Like, everyone's very, very supportive, and I love the way everyone expresses themselves when they see someone coming in or someone new. I really love that. It really, really, really helps knowing that this community or all the family support or YOTO family is gonna be there as long as you need them, and I'll be there as long as you need me.
After graduation,
We hope that with all the support, YOTO youth make it successfully to their graduation. With the graduation rate usually hovering around 82 to 84%, we know that YOTO youth are succeeding. And did you know that YOTO now offers some services to youth after they graduate high school? We do! A diploma is needed to succeed, but we know that life doesn't magically get better just because a YOTO youth has one. Therefore, YOTO now offers basic needs services, bill assistance, and guidance to youth for the first 2 years after they graduate. All they have to do is enroll.
we are so happy to see YOTO youth reach their dreams of high school graduation. But we know that the world doesn't magically change once they walk across that stage. Therefore, many of YOTO services are extended to YOTO grads during the first few years after their high school graduation. They can still come to us for assistance with a job interview, their resume, a college application, or anything they need help with. They can still come to us if they have unexpected bills that could set them back. They can still come to our mini mall or request free food and basic necessities via our online portal. YOTO students are part of our YOTO family for life. So we believe that it's important to support them in their journey to adulthood, even after they made it to their high school graduation. Thank you.
As a liaison, getting to see them get their basic needs met, but also seeing them thrive and flourish. And when they graduate, that it's such a huge accomplishment, but it is such a moment of pride. Just really realizing how much they've gone through and how much they've overcome. And it can give you chills. These kids they go through a lot, and they really are incredible for just being able to stay on track and stay in school. And so to be a part of that and to have YOTO provide what they do is just amazing.
With the support of YOTO staff, volunteers, liaisons, and community members like you, thousands of young people in our community have gone on to graduate since YOTO's inception in 1986. We're so proud of each and every one of these intrepid young people, and we're so grateful for the support and encouragement you provide them every day. Thank you for being part of the YOTO family.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Slater, and I'm very proud to be the CEO of Youth on Their Own. Thank you again for joining us today. We all know the past year has been incredibly challenging, especially for organizations like YOTO serving our community's most vulnerable populations. We have all weathered so much uncertainty. But instead of telling you about the tough times, I want to tell you some amazing stories of success and resilience over the past year. Our students amazed us. Many of them stayed enrolled and engaged in school without a consistent home base. They used technology provided by their schools and by YOTO to complete assignments and attend classes remotely. What we all struggled to do in the best circumstances, our students shined in the toughest times, highlighting their adaptability and tenacity in the face of challenges and their true commitment to education as a tool for changing their lives. Our community amazed us too. YOTO had a record-breaking year in donations received, both generous financial contributions and an astonishing amount of food, hygiene supplies, and other basic necessities for the young people in our program. We can't thank you enough for rallying around YOTO. Because of you, we were able to provide COVID supplements to our students, implement a drive-through mini-mall experience, operate a virtual support program through our student portal, and expand our reach to new students and new schools in Pima County. And one more shining light to share: our community partners that stood together. YOTO deepened our collaboration with partners like Our Family Services and IMU 360, Goodwill Metro and the Sunnyside Foundation to web an even stronger safety net of support for all of our young people. I wish you could have seen these partnerships in action. It was truly inspiring. Times of crisis can certainly bring people together, and our partner network is now stronger than ever. We absolutely could not have done any of this without you. My heart bursts with gratitude for every supporter that has stuck by our side during COVID. And the fight isn't over yet. If you have the means to give today, we're asking for your support. Sean mentioned that we have a $13,000 match for all donations we receive today, and we can't wait to meet this challenge. What a message that will send to our YOTO youth, that so many of our friends and neighbors are committed to their success and want to see them thrive. Thank you for making your contribution at yoto.org. I hope we're able to welcome you back to YOTO soon for new tours and to meet some new students. Until then, thank you again for joining us, and I hope you and your family stay healthy and happy.
Hello, my name is Bethany Newman. I'm YOTO's Development Director and the Raffle Master for the 2021 Fall Travel Raffle. We're about to announce our winners. I hope you're all really excited. I know we are. All right. So we've already spun it up a whole bunch. We're gonna pull our third prize, our season passes to the Ava Amphitheater, 2 passes, which go to Miss Elaine Babcock. Yay! Awesome, Elaine. We love Elaine. All right, we'll do a quick spin again. Make sure everybody has a good shot. All right, for our second prize, which is going to be a weekend at the White Stallion of Ranch Resort, we are gonna go look in here, and we've got Thomas Bennett. Yay! Congratulations, Thomas. Yes. All right, we'll do one more big spin. This is the big money.
For the big money.
So our grand prize is an all-expense trip anywhere in the world, $5,000 value. Here we go. And we've got Maria Elena McElroy. Congratulations. Yes. Thank you all so much for everyone who's participated. We can't wait until next year when we do this again. We hope you all participate. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate everything you do for our students. And if you happen to know of a youth who might be able to take advantage of YOTO services, please feel free to share this video with them.
Is your current living situation unstable?
Are you couch hopping or living with someone temporarily?
Are you responsible for paying for all or most of the things that you need for yourself?
Are you struggling to pay for essentials?
Are you basically on your own trying to get through school?
Youth on Their Own, or YOTO, can help you get the items you need.
You can get money for going to school and get free essentials.
Hi, my name is Alfred, and I've been a part of Youth on Their Own since 2016. When I first joined the program, I needed help acquiring information to go to school. And with the help from YOTO, I was able to continue school, graduate, and now I'm a student at Pima Community College.
My name is Rochelle, and I was on my own since I was 15. I live with a family relative because my parents could no longer provide for me. I struggled to get to places for after-school activities, provide my own food, and even thought that graduating from high school and going to college was impossible. Thanks to Youth on Their Own, I was able to get the resources that I needed in order to graduate from high school and attend the University of Arizona.
YOTO can help you in many ways.
YOTO can help you with some basic needs such as food, hygiene products, school supplies, and even bus passes, all for free.
On top of that, you can get paid just for going to school.
YOTO can even help with emergency funds to help you pay rent, utilities, and even medical bills.
All you have to do is stay on the right path to graduate high school.
Submit an application today, and YOTO can help you just like they helped me.
I am a staunch supporter of youth in our community, and YOTO does such a fantastic job.
I realized that I did have the ability to add hope and to add confidence to our kids during their journey to graduate high school.
Because of their sheer resilience to get through all the obstacles that have been placed in their way through no fault of their own.
They persevere in times of struggle and demonstrate resilience that is heartwarming and encouraging to me. I love hearing the stories, and they're always inspiring.
I believe in the virtues of education, and I believe that every child should have an equal opportunity for success.
Their positive attitude, despite the challenges that they're facing, their drive, their tenacity, and their grateful hearts.
And I am proud to be a YOTO family member because I know that high school graduation is one of your earliest milestones that you can achieve early in life.
Keep pushing, because one day it will be worth it.
I think it's so important that they stay focused to their goals. And I think another thing that is important that we need to get across to them is that we are family and that we are here no matter what, and we will always be here. I just want to say thank you, YOTO family.
Thank you, YOTO family.
And so I say thank you, YOTO family.
Thank you, YOTO family.
Thank you!
We hope you enjoyed today's event. So sorry we couldn't be physically together yet, but we know we'll see you soon. Thank you for joining us.